Hey guys, so I got my marksheet as you can see on your screen yesterday. So I I was obviously sad because obviously couldn't make it to the final list. So I thought I will make a video and share how I'm feeling, and maybe I'll also share my mains and interview experience and what I expected and what I got, and talk about my result. So here we go. So let me first tell you that this was my fourth attempt and this was my second mains and a first interview. I missed the cutoff, the final cutoff for for um, UR. It was 954, I think. I don't remember correctly, so by 19 numbers. So there is it. That's my, I would say, marks. So let's go and discuss marks one by one. So let's get, I would say, see what are the positives and negatives. So negatives, I would say first, didn't make the final list. It is obvious. We all want, so after interview, we all want to be in the final list. Most of us don't care about the service. We just hope that we get our name get mentioned there. So couldn't make it. So that was the whole negative thing. Another I would say is maybe we'll discuss further. I would say GS marks are low. That means I have to make effort, do more effort in writing. So I think those are the two negatives, I would say. And the positive, I would say the I was close to cut off. 18, 19 marks are not much. And it really, I would say, make me believe that I can make it if I can make extra effort, right? Second, I would say is the optional. I have one of the highest score, I would say, in sociology optional, which is around 286 marks. And third, I would say the interview. So this was my first interview, and maybe I'll share my interview experience later. But the good thing was I expected exactly 180 numbers, and I got 180 numbers. So after I got out of the interview, I told all my friends that I might get 180 numbers. Obviously I wasn't sure, but I said this that I might get 180 numbers because I think my performance was that much. So I exactly got 180 number, which is good in a sense that I know how my performance is and I can make it better for the future. So that was, I would say, positives and negatives of my results. So let's go through paper by paper. So first, I would say essay. So in the first mains, I had 104 marks in my essay. And now in the second, I have 115. So around 11 marks were added. Now the thing is, in the first mains, I was unprepared for the essay. I would say I had the had content, but lagged. I would say in the continuity, lagged flow, which is and continuity needed. However, this times I think my content was improved and I had continuity. And actually, I was expecting more marks here because I thought relatively I had done well in the form of content. So let me share. So the first essay was, I would say, was visionary leadership or decision making. You guys have to go back to, I would say, I'm not sure about the topic and I don't want to look at the question paper again because obviously I didn't make it. I was feeling sad. So I actually so I started essay. I always start my essay by giving an example which can substantiate my argument, which is the topic of the essay. So I gave the argument. I actually gave the example of Sam Manekshaw, which I would say is a good example of leadership. And I then basically that deconstructed the a topic and then illustrated them each of the I would say argument with example as a support and then summarize it. So I would say this is overall the best strategy going forward. And I did this. So that's why I was expecting better marks than 115. However, whatever it is, we have to accept it. Now moving to GS1. So in GS1, in the first mains I gave, I had 74 marks, but in the second mains, I have 84 marks. Now again, the point is, in the first mains, I didn't prepare society, which is major part of I would say GS1 because I did not had sociology as my option. Even then, I got 70 more marks because I wrote very general answer. But this time, my answer definitely got better. I had prepared sociology, so I had, I would say, knowledge of Indian society. However, I guess I still lagged somewhere, which I think. So I would say my negative for the test paper is I'm not sure where I lagged. So I think I have to work very hard on this paper to improve my marks because once I know where I have been lacking, I can put extra effort there. So moving forward, GS2. GS2 are relatively better scoring than GS1. So in the first means I had 84 marks. In the second, I have 97. So definitely I would say decent improvement. Yeah, plus 13 number improvement. But again, to make it to the list as a UR candidate, we have to at least score 110 plus in here because the competition is increasing. And if we see the copy of topper, most of them have around 120 plus marks here. So there's that. But I think scoring here is, I would say, predictable. These marks were expected. I I expected close to 100 marks. So I couldn't complain. I think I can do better next time. So in that respect, it was a good paper. It was predictable. And again, it is very important for us to know, given our marks, that where we are lacking and what we did good. Because only then in the next attempt we can do better. See, it's very easy, and many people do. What people do is suppose they get these marks, and they automatically assume that in the next attempt they'll be better. No, this is this is only be the case when we know what our strength were, what worked for us, and what didn't work for us, and we make changes to our preparation going forward. So I would say the GS2 paper was okay in that respect. Now let's move to GS3. So GS3, the first means I had around, I would say, very low marks of 67, but in the second, again, 76, only 9 plus. I would say this was one of the paper which uh, led me to miss my final cutoff. So what is the problem in this paper? Again, a very low scoring overall. Even the toppers, in the toppers, I mean, even the people in the top 100 have like marks in 90s. So it is overall very low scoring. And one of the reason for it being a low scoring is that it is a very technical paper and a paper. And it is a fact-oriented paper. Think about the topics it has, environment, science and tech, uh, e- economy. So we need hard facts, I would say, to substantiate our answers, and this um, like, creates a difficulty, extra difficulty. So I think I can improve my um, answer for the next paper next year. However, still I would need to put very like huge effort here because I thought I did like very good this year. I attempted all the questions and I also provided data, but still 76 is not that good, not good, that good score. So that was GS3, GS4, the ethics paper. So this is one of again one of those paper which I would say restricted me from the finalists. So I'll explain how. So in the first mains I got 80, I would say 7 numbers. In the second I got 97. Although improvement of 10 marks, but these 10 marks are not enough. The AIR one got 140 marks, which is I would say huge difference of 40. And many people have got 120 plus. So in that respect, these are not great marks. And all again, we need great marks in most of the papers and average in few to get selected. So I would say I completed my paper, but again, here I think I lacked guidance because the essay paper is it is not fact oriented, but it is I would say opinion based and it's also subjective. So most of the time we don't know where we are heading, right? We can there is hardly a I would say right or wrong question, but I think we need to have a whole multi-directional approach, which I think I was lacking in this paper. So sometimes when we are not thinking on the multi-dimensional issues aspects, and we miss some aspects, and there I think I missed many marks here. So I definitely going forward, I need more guidance here. Guidance maybe from some experienced teacher and some people who have already made it into service. So yeah, that was my experience of GS4. I've completed my paper. I would say it was okay. I've given an example, I've given some things, but again, obviously I'm lacking somewhere because of the under 100 numbers. Okay, I think okay, the next thing is my optional. I would say this was one of the few good things about this year's my result. I got 286 in my optional, and I have nothing to compare it with because this was my first sociology attempt. This was so I did not had no coaching, I would say, no test series. Still, I was able to get these marks, and honestly, I was expectations were not that much. Obviously, I was expecting 270 max, but I still got 286, which is I would say I was surprised for the good. And I think the sticking to the basics have worked. So let me, if there's anyone with the sociology optional, let me know what was your experience here because it is of overall like I would say relative marks are relative. So let me know if you guys need any. I would say I can share my experience of my paper. And again, interview. Let's move to the final thing because I think video is getting longer. So I got 180 number in the interview, but I was lucky in to respect that uh, I think my board was that which was high scoring. Many people scored 200 plus, and my initially for the first few minutes, my interview was good. I was confident that I was doing good, and this I would say had a very positive effect on my mind, and that propelled me throughout the interview. And the best part of my interview was I expected exactly 180 numbers. I told all my friends that I might get 180. Obviously, I wasn't sure, but to all the people who asked, I said I will get around 180 number, and I got a 180. So in that aspect, it was good. So yeah, that was my experience. Obviously, I was feeling kind of sad, so I don't know. I thought I would make this video, short video, and share my experience. So overall, if we see my mark sheet, I would say these four, especially I would say this and this, I had to do better, and I was expecting even better. So GS1 and 4, I would have to, I would say, change my strategy. I think essay I can still do marginally better, but it's still okay. And sociology is good. I don't need to change anything. I just have to keep it, and even the interview. So I think it comes down to all the answer writings and the small value additions, which can increase my number. So just marginally. So if I'm getting 3.5, maybe I can get 4.5, and all this can make difference so that I cross my final cut obviously. So yeah, that is all I wanted to say. Let me know you guys if you have any comment, and if you want me to like make any other video, let me know. What I can do is I give you an option like the video options. Okay. The first would be my strategy for next films, my sociology optional, third interview experience, and even any other video, let me know. And if you guys have any, I know the prelims are upcoming, nearly 55 days are left. So if you guys have, I would say, any doubt, any personal doubt, you can drop any query. I'll give you the link of email or even the Telegram account. Let me know. I can give you some personal advice because this is my first video, so I would have some time and even like not many people would watch it. So let me know if you guys need any help, any personalized question, not any general question which you can obviously Google, but something which is personal to you. If you want to share, feel free to comment or feel free to message it in the Telegram or email. Thank you. Thank you for watching it. I'll end my video here.